I'm looking the wrong way. What the fuck is that? What is that right there? What are we looking
Don't
at?
look. Nobody look.
What is
Nobody
this
look.
thing?
Tyler's got the most cursed setup possible.
Jake, can you look up and be like really concerned? Like, what the fuck?
Coming to you live from a drug den in Kenya. Tyler, the Dynasty champion.
Your audio is surprisingly good. There's no latency or anything, but for some reason your face is half gone and turned into some alien technology logo.
Yeah, the internet's great, but I got bit by a mosquito and I can't move any of my facial muscles. And also there's a big black thing growing on my face.
This is not far from the future of like humanity, where like we're just going to be like a consciousness uploaded online, and then this is going to be how we have conversations.
Yeah, I'll just always live in this podcast and in no other format.
It's a fantasy football podcast, Jonathan.
It is, I know, but I've been watching a lot of Neil deGrasse Tyson on Joe Rogan lately, and it's opened my eyes to a lot of things.
God, that sounds terrible.
Wow, that sounds like awesome. Something I don't want to watch at all.
Oh my God, that's like every day at midnight for me. I'm like,
you ever seen young Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, I think he's always been old.
No.
Was he also annoying when he was young?
No. Young Neil deGrasse Tyson was a jacked as shit wrestler.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up young Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson could beat the shit out of you.
Oh my God, look at that.
But Jake, what is young in the concept of the universe? The stars around us are so much older than we could possibly imagine.
He doesn't look like a wrestler in this photo. He's a child.
It's like 6.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Go to images. I'm
on images. Well, I have safe search. Oh God. Okay.
That photo right there, the fourth one in. That's the one. No, not that one. God damn it. That one.
You mean the first picture of this?
No, not that one. 3 over to the right from that one right now.
In that one.
Audio listeners are down bad right now. We're fucking 5 minutes in.
If you've never seen the show on YouTube,
so far we've had a visual gag from Tyler that means nothing to our listeners. And we're looking at pictures of young Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right, let's talk about some football or something.
I really think he's a cool guy. I've always liked Neil, and you kind of look like Neil deGrasse Tyson right now, Jake.
I don't. Okay. I'm a Caucasian male. I don't look like him.
Well, stop. You should maybe be him for Halloween next year.
I would like to keep my job and not be labeled a fucking bigot, but
you could be the Prime Minister of Canada, Jake.
Oh Christ!
Expand your horizons.
Let's move on from this.
Rob Ford.
This is dangerous. There's 3 white dudes talking about blackface. You gotta move on.
I wasn't talking about. You could just wear his wrestling outfit.
You said it. You brought it up.
Okay. Anyways, welcome back to the show, everybody. You finally have all 3 dudes back again, ready to go at it once again. Talk about fantasy football. Obviously, that's why we're here. If you want to check us out on our social medias, that's at Those Fantasy Dudes. TikTok at Those Fantasy Dudes. X Fantasy Dudes Pod. Reddit Those Fantasy Dudes. And you can listen to us if you're on YouTube. You can also listen to us on any of the various Spotify or podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Castbox, Virgin Radio, Public Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Castro, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for Podcasters is our host platform.
You stumbled a little bit there. You were slurring a little bit in the middle, but I cut you a break. We haven't done it in like a month.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I was actually doing it from memory in the shower today.
Hey, I wouldn't tell people that.
Well, I only did it because one time Logan was like, I bet you could do it off the top of your head. And I was like, no. And then I did it. I just know it. It's up here now.
For you, that's a core memory, isn't that?
Yeah, I think it's the 3rd time I've talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to listen to us, that's where you can do it. But if you're on YouTube, thank you. Make sure to, subscribe, hit that plus notifications button. That way you never miss an episode. All right. Thank you, Tyler.
You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy. You guys ready to talk about Brittany Mahomes?
Fuck.
What?
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
All right. So, as you guys know, Brittany Mahomes, very busy gal. She's been up to a whole hell of a lot, and we haven't gotten to talk to her. I've never gotten to talk to her, but
damn, that's crazy. You wish, dude.
John would combust.
I've never gotten to actually speak to Brittany Mahomes, sadly. But
why did you put up the photos of young Neil deGrasse Tyson again?
I have all the tabs ready. Okay, Brittany's been up to a lot.
Oh, good lord. Oh god.
I don't want to hear you fiend over this.
I'm not fiending. We're just talking the news.
You're gonna be
also, it doesn't look like her.
Let's run through this. I don't want to
like AI to me. Anyway,
who gives a shit?
Jake, she's been up to a lot. She was at F1. Me and Tyler were there too.
Yeah, we really went for Brittany Mahomes, but there was also F1 happening.
Yeah, she was in the BWT booth with this kind of orange one-piece suit thing.
Is that the Alpine garage? Alpine sucks this year.
Yeah, that's probably why they let them in.
The Chiefs. Fuck, I don't know.
She's also, I mean, she had a good Mother's Day with her kids. They did a little family photo. She was matching with Sterling Sky. And of course, Patty Jr. was matching with his father, Patrick. Cute, right?
Okay.
Aw. Oh, he's a Texas Tech bag toss game.
You too afraid to say cornhole, brother?
Not on this.
Oh, John O'Cornhole, that's for sure.
Brittany, it's just so you guys know, it is the 60th anniversary of SI
Brittany Mahomes.
No, well,
it certainly feels like it, Tyler. It sure does, man. I'll tell you.
This is the 60th year of the podcast, too.
If you told me we've been doing this for 100 years, I'd believe you.
Well, she's been up to a lot. She went. She showed a little reel from Belize when she did her photo shoot. There she is having a good old time.
Ew.
It's too much. It's too much. But just so you guys know, she posted another set of photos. Sports Illustrated also posted it, but it's buried down here under all the 60th anniversary stuff. Chrissy Teigen, of course, front and center. If there's one person I hate more than Brittany Mahomes, it's Chrissy Teigen.
That's not true. You don't hate Brittany Mahomes.
Chrissy Teigen catching strays right there, dude. Jesus.
No. Jake knows very well that I hate Chrissy Teigen.
I like as much as you have some concern about like John's obsession with Brittany Mahomes. You should hear him talk about Chrissy Teigen. I think he might actually kill Chrissy Teigen at some point.
She sucks, dude. She has no talent. Yet, look, there she is on like the fucking 60th year anniversary cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit. Like,
can we move on from this segment? I want to talk about anything else.
If you guys want to look at any of the galleries of all the women that are featured here,
wow, yeah, I won't do that.
You see all these bombshells, and then of course there's Brittany Mahomes. Weaved right in. She has her own set. There's like 60 photos in there.
John, is this bookmarked?
For the show, not for later on.
More like for your.
Why is it in your favorites bar?
Hey, this is literally just a tab. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
Sadly,
they recently visited last 50 years. What?
Oh, you don't know. There's also a bunch of custom 60th anniversary covers you can get. One of them is Chrissy Teigen.
I know John's getting for his birthday.
Can you imagine saving those and then like going to Walmart to print them out illegally?
Or you can buy them for $15.99 plus shipping right here.
Yeah,
that's a deal.
Somehow Brittany Mahomes is not on the Legends cover, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Wow.
Okay. So, all right.
You guys really forced me to rush through that, and I feel like not happy about that. But
yeah, whatever.
I suppose we can move on. Tyler, you ready for the news?
I can be.
NFL news and injury updates.
Tyler definitely has the notes.
We should get a drop for when Tyler doesn't do the notes.
Well, I know he did. I did that.
Joke's on you. I got the notes right here, baby.
Tyler's panicked news.
I'm like, what's Sean's Chrome password? Shit.
Got it.
Somebody's on the Bills now.
NFL schedule Reese.
Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman. I don't think there's any actual Mecole Hardman news.
No,
Keon Coleman.
One of them's on the Bills. Who was it? MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Oh yeah.
I thought about picking him up, and then I thought I'd rather gouge my own eyes out than have him on my fantasy team.
Do you see how many? I mean, dude, his quarterbacks: Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Yet look at his production, and he still gets signed.
He's the deep threat guy. That's the thing.
He sucks.
Yeah, I fucking clearly not enough to not make an NFL roster again.
Well, you know, I think, Jake, if you had Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Josh Allen, then you might be okay in the NFL.
Nope.
I would have been a Pro Bowler every year.
See? Tyler thinks so.
Easy.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Easy money, dude.
If he can catch a beer, he can catch a football.
Tell me I'm not at least a step faster than Travis Kelce's busted ass, dude. He's like 100. Come on.
You know what? We'll have to
You're
test
almost
that
the
one
same
out
age.
next. We'll have to test the one out next. I think we should do a combine. this
The
summer.
combine would be so much fun.
I would
That would
love
be
if
a lot
that's
of
how we
fun.
could determine our our league of record draft order somehow. Like even if we did it remotely, like we each did the same things, like the same
I'm gonna cheat.
challenges.
If you let me, I'm gonna cheat.
I just need to wait for my new work health insurance to kick in, and I'll be ready for anything.
Yeah, because I'm going all out, bro. You know.
Otherwise, you'd be limping around with an ACL until it kicked in. You'd be like, "Oh fuck, I tore my ACL this weekend."
I can't believe this just happened.
Conditions.
What luck!
NFL schedule release. This is the only
Yes.
thing we can look forward to after the draft until football actually starts.
We have like 4
Now
months.
there's
of
just
nothing now.
Dead season. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
this
we can
regular
talk about-
season opener is pretty cool. It's a good matchup.
Bengals,
Ravens-
Bengals, Pats.
Well,
Here, I'll
I
bring it
mean,
up
like
here.
of the NFL entirely.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Ravens, Chiefs, yeah.
Ravens
Oh,
Chiefs is going to be pretty sick. That'll
I
be a
can't
good
wait
game.
to be mad for one reason or the other.
I don't know why anybody would want to see Ravens in the opener. Why not the Patriots?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah, Patriots are elite this year, Jake. You would understand.
No,
Yeah.
I understand very well. I saw them last year, and they have a. I mean, tough to say. Could be better coach. Who knows? I doubt it.
I
Tyler,
told
didn't
John that there's a really good chance that the Patriots get the #1 overall pick next year.
I hate that, but
Yeah. That's
Tyler,
fine. I
didn't
mean,
pretty
it's fine.
we
realistic.
water bet? Didn't we? We water betted that I said 4 wins. You said 3.
I said
was a
under
water bet.
4.
Did you guys make that on your
Oh.
own? Because I don't know if I noted that one.
Yeah, we did make that on our own.
This was an
Yeah, you got to.
in-person
You want me to
conversation,
note that
yeah.
here? Do you want to note that here?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
because then if I
Okay.
get water in my face, it's because the Patriots did well, and I'm okay with that.
Those
Okay, so
fantasy dudes water.
Tyler, 4 wins for the Pats.
No. Well, he said under
John-
4.
So the line is
Well,
4.
4 and under is what I meant.
Oh, you're taking 4?
yeah.
I
That's
think
you
you should have to
feeling-
take. I think you should have to take 3 and
have
under.
to take 3. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. 3 and under.
Okay,
If you think they're that bad, then they should only have 3 wins.
Tyler, that's a crazy line. You think they're going to lose at least 15 games?
Yeah.
They do
I
still
really
have a
do.
good- like they,
They
just have
have
a
a
good
tough
defense.
schedule.
I mean, when Judon was around, like I don't know.
They had a great defense last year, but you need to score points to win games, and you can't score points on defense.
Yeah, no,
reliably.
you're right. You're
Well,
right. There
you
was
can
some
for the
close. There was
Cowboys.
some close games last year. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to suck ass, but 3 wins is like
I don't know, man.
tough. It's a tough line.
Brand
mean-
new coaching staff, brand new
In my
quarterback.
mind,
everything.
they can win the Titans. I don't know about the
see-
Bears are yet to be
that
seen.
game.
I think the Bears got that. Yeah. Now that I look at this, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it.
3 wins.
Here we
is
go.
Actually,
3 wins. We can crank through this real quick. Bengals, they lose, right? 0-1.
Yeah,
Mhm.
without a doubt. Yeah,
Seahawks,
that's.
they might.
I would
they
say
could-
60-40 Seahawks. Like that's I think.
Oh,
Seahawks
that's
can get-
disrespectful to the Seahawks, dude. I think they're a way better team.
I don't know who they're. I mean,
They are definitely a better team. I think the Patriots have at least a chance, like an outside chance at that one at home. At the
I
home
think-
opener.
I think the Jets stomp them.
That's disgusting. I hope not.
I think
Um,
it's going to be like 6-0 Jets.
I mean, you're gonna get it's Aaron Rodgers, dude. Sauce Gardner is gonna make Drake May look like I don't know.
Drake
I'll-
May might not
May.
even start either.
I think
So,
they.
so he's gonna make Teddy Bridgewater. Like, yeah, that's not. I don't know if that's. that
let's say that they beat the Seahawks somehow. They lose to the Jets. They lose to the 49ers. They lose to the Dolphins. They lose to the Texans. So they're 1-5,
Yep.
right?
They
Week
lose in
7
London.
at
100%
Jacksonville.
lose. In London. They're both in London. So
Okay, so they
lost.
lose to the Jags. They lose to the Jets week 8.
I
they
they
win
might.
that?
I think they win one of the 2 meetings with the Jets. I think they do, but
Okay,
I don't think it's a good game. I think
so
it's
2
a
and
sad
6.
win.
2 and
Um,
6 week 8.
And then Titans, I think, is a winnable game.
3 and 6.
I think winnable, but they're not going to win.
Yeah, Bears is yet to be seen. I mean, honestly, I think the Bears are going to absolutely eviscerate the Pats.
Wow. I mean,
Rams?
by week 10, they'd probably figure it out with that crazy offense.
I was going to say they're going to have so much momentum in week 10.
Yeah.
The Bears should be a steamroller.
Yeah, Rams is probably winnable after Aaron Donald retired. Honestly, like it might. I don't think it's. I mean,
I don't know, dog.
Of the games in the schedule, I would say if they're gonna win one outside of the Titans, the Rams, and
So let's say if they beat the Rams or the Titans, they would have 3 wins on the year by week 11. So moving on to week 12, they lose in Miami for sure.
Yep.
Colts, I think it depends on Anthony Richardson. I think if Anthony Richardson can rush on them, they're going to absolutely beat the hell out of
the Colts. Looked amazing last year, and they didn't have Anthony Richardson at all.
Yeah, I think honestly,
they made the playoffs, right?
I bet you they do some tricky stuff with Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor and just beat the shit out of the Patriots.
Let's say they lose that.
Yeah,
Cardinals they still have 3 wins.
Cardinals is Dunzo. I'm. You know what? I'm with Tyler. After looking.
I hate to be this way, and it kills me every ounce of my being. But I think that's what's going to happen.
I think they really beat the Cardinals. That's 4. That's 4.
Dude, do you think that they beat the Cardinals?
I think they beat the Cardinals. I think they beat the Chargers week 17
Kyler
at
Murray,
home.
And they got Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think they get 5 wins. I think they beat the Chargers. They beat the Cardinals. They beat either the Rams or the Titans for 3 wins. And then they also beat the Seahawks for 5. I don't know if that math adds up, but
let's
either way, it's fucking horrible as a Patriots fan. This is terrible, but
yeah,
you know. Anyways, what else we got for news?
Yeah, so we have the regular season opener, Ravens at the Chiefs to start it off, Thursday Night Football, and then Monday Night Football, Week 1. Aaron Rodgers on Monday Night Football again.
Here he is.
The year after.
He's gonna do it again.
What could go wrong?
Oh man,
maybe the other Achilles.
I love the tweets that are like his other Achilles has the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible.
Could you imagine? Oh my god.
That'd be terrible because I paid a 2026 first for him last year before the season started and got 2-3 snaps out of him.
You paid a first for Aaron Rodgers.
It was plus
insanity.
I mean, it wasn't straight up, but let me see. It was Aaron Rodgers. I paid.
It's gonna be bad.
I got Aaron Rodgers a third, a second, and another second, and traded my first away.
I'm on John's side. That's
actually that bad. That's not bad.
I mean, not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. You traded away a 26 first, and you got a 25, 25, and a 26. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Usually, John's pluses. Usually, his pluses in the trade are like 2027 third round pick and MVS.
I sent John an offer today. I sent John an offer yesterday that included a 2027 third.
Yeah, I believe that, and he probably thought about it.
Who do you think was for?
He actually did.
Who do you think was for, Tyler? If you had to guess.
Yeah, who do you think it was? Who do you think it was for?
Oh God, Jake was trying to get somebody off you. Probably. Oh God.
It's nobody big. It's really not a blockbuster.
Who's this guy?
Oh, is that a Titans uniform? Who is that?
Mr. Inhaler.
Oh God, yeah. Good luck with that.
Wide receiver 123 last year. Those are succession.
He turned me. I sent him 2/3 for him. He said no.
Well, John is notorious for buying high and selling low.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you for sending him an offer.
Look, did you guys notice that they changed Hollywood Brown's name officially to Hollywood on here? Which I kind of like. It was Marquise before. Anyway, not important. Tyler, what else we got?
Yeah. Jared Goff just became the highest paid quarterback in Lions franchise history. He signed a 4-year, $212 million deal.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't think he doesn't deserve it.
QB7 last year.
Yeah, but like
he's good. He was good, and he was good under pressure. Like he won them games. Like it's a lot of money, but QBs are worth a lot of money. And if to not have to address that position in your next couple drafts and be as good as they have been,
his week
$3 million a year.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But
that's what Aaron Rodgers is getting paid.
Well, he didn't play a snap really last year.
Well, okay. We can't account for injuries when it comes to contracts, but I hear you.
I mean,
they paid more than just Jared Goff. They paid Amon-Ra St. Brown. They paid Penei Sewell. So they're all in.
Yeah, you got your guys. I'm happy with that. If I'm a Lions fan, I'm like, fuck yeah, we paid the guys that are winning games for us. Like,
yeah,
I'm on board. Yeah,
I like Jared Goff. That's just that's insane. That's the new New standard.
They may have
Um,
traded away their guy who ended up getting a Super Bowl victory the same year, but Jared Goff is really giving them a good chance. So
Yeah. No, I like
um,
Jared Goff. I'm rooting for him. Don't get me wrong.
you can't hate on the Lions. It's impossible.
True.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson isn't out of the league somehow. He signed a 1-year deal with the Giants. He joins the likes of Darius Slayton, Wandale Robinson, and Malik Neighbors.
Wide receiver 95 last year.
I saw somebody post highlights of him from Penn State. He was really good.
Dude, Allen Robinson was insanely good. Allen
2019.
Robinson in his prime, dude, was disgusting.
It was because he was target hog. That was all it was.
I disagree, dude. That guy's a freak athlete, but he fell off so hard it needs to be studied. Like, I don't
Look at this,
understand.
dude. Look at this. 7, 9, 81, 84, 95. That's horrible, man. And he's never had a good QB. He has Daniel Jones or Tommy DeVito or Drew Lock. Like this man is cursed.
Yeah.
His whole career is cursed with terrible QB play. It's really fucking sad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's been getting paid. But
Yeah,
it's
poor guy.
he's had a weird career, man. Speaking of guys with weird careers that have never had a good QB, actually, I take that back. OBJ signed a deal with the Dolphins. I think this is a good locker room signing.
I think it's great. I think it's a great input for Waddle. I don't think that Hill is the guy you want mentoring Waddle other than professionally.
Imagine Odell and Tyreek Hill. I mean, 3 years ago in the same locker room. That would have been pretty good.
I think they're gonna get arrested in a strip club week 3.
Please, Odell, don't take a boat
Please, Odell.
Please don't take a boat picture.
Please take Waddle with you to that nightclub, and all of them get arrested.
God,
That'd be crazy. And then Braxton Berrios is the wide receiver 1.
Hey, look, Braxton Berrios should be the bane of your fucking existence.
He is. I mean, he's not the reason I lost against you that week, but he is the reason you won a championship.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Odell in Miami.
Speaking of wide receivers who got arrested, I think
God.
this is true. Zay Jones signed with the Arizona Cardinals.
Did he take his hog out at one point? He probably did.
He did something really bad. I think he beat his girlfriend up last year and got released by the Jags.
That's less fun than taking your hog out.
It's way less fun.
I'd rather take my hog out in public. Yeah.
That wide receiver core is now Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, and Trey McBride at tight end. Who do you guys think is going to get all the targets there?
Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride. Probably Trey McBride with more.
I think Trey McBride might have more, honestly. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Trey McBride was such a target hog at the end of the year. I mean, every time they were in the red zone.
Wait, who's gonna get more targets? Dude, I don't know. Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna command targets.
Yeah, but look, he had. I don't know. I don't know if this was all with Kyler. I think mid-season when he really started to take off, he was.
I think Trey McBride's coming back to earth a little bit this year.
I mean, he wasn't actually in tight end 7. Isn't actually as good as it sounds.
With who starting as the quarterback?
I think he had Kyler for most of the year, didn't he?
No, Kyler missed a significant portion of last year.
Yeah, Kyler Murray
I think he missed 6 games.
Oh shoot, who was it? We should know this kind of stuff.
Well, it was freaking Josh Dobbs.
Oh, it was Dobbs. You're absolutely correct. Yes.
Oh, and Kyler missed 9 games. My bad. And Kyler was really pretty darn good for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Trey McBride is going to be kind of what he was last year. Which is great. I wouldn't complain about having it. I just think it's going to be a little bit more consistent because he had some huge games. And you're going to see Marvin Harrison Jr. truly be the one. That's my thoughts on it.
I think Zay Jones could get cut during training camp.
Totally agree.
I don't even know why we're talking about Zay Jones. Who gives a shit?
Because it's the off season. I'm trying
no
to.
one's ever going to start
off-season signings, man. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
29-year-old
irrelevant signing
wide
of the
receiver
week, for sure.
Yeah, good old post-draft signings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey McBride. Love that haircut.
All right.
By the way,
what else you got,
looking
Tyler?
Good. That's it for the news. Unless there's anything else anybody wants to talk about.
Marquise.
Anybody?
Sorry, not Marquise. MVS is a bill.
MVS is a bill. Chase Claypool is a bill.
Did anybody pick up MVS?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't want to drop anybody for him.
That was my thought too.
Like
should come up
there's
to be
people
top
I'm more
MVS.
excited about with the upside. Like I don't know. Even if he has a good year, it's like whatever.
Yeah, he because no, I mean,
he should be on a roster. Like he should be on somebody's roster, but
I honestly
not
think
mine.
I think the Bills could finish 3rd in the division this year.
I don't know. Tough to say.
There's a chance. I don't know, man.
They have nobody.
The Bills got shaken up
I
pretty
mean,
good.
it's Bills or Jets. Like
They better hope all I'm saying is like they better hope that Kincaid is like really good because otherwise I
He
would not
is.
trust these
he is.
receivers.
I mean,
I don't-
he is. And
I don't
also
think they
their
have to
other-
hope. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
their other tight end, what's Dalton Knox is not bad. Like he's just not Kincaid.
I don't know if Kincaid was he that good. I mean, I don't
He was
know.
quite
a
good. You're
rookie
scrolling over the
quarterback.
middle of the season. Yeah, 8
Yeah,
targets,
he's a
7
rookie
targets,
tight
11.
end. Like,
All
I mean,
right, he's
cut him a
probably
little
going to be a
slack.
monster this year then, because who else is he's not going to throw to anybody else?
I think he's gonna be good. Yeah, I would love to have Kincaid. I have nowhere. I have
He's a
nothing.
really, really big neck. Well, he's a tight end in the NFL. Okay,
Yeah, he is 6'4" and 240.
Turns out NFL
Yeah.
players are built.
yeah, who would have thought?
Hey,
Okay.
he's about my size. We're built the same.
Built different.
We're
Your
built
neck
the
looks
same.
a little bit more
Built
normal
the same,
size,
but
not-
built
yeah.
different.
Make your neck look like who? Tyler, go ahead. Ready?
Yeah, can you see me flexing? Ready?
Sure can.
If
Oh
I-
my god, that's crazy.
If I
What? How
keep
are
doing
you
that, I'm gonna
that?
hurt
What?
something in my neck.
All right, shall we talk about a little Dynasty download?
Yeah, is there much to talk?
Oh, there sure is, because we had a rookie draft.
Dynasty Download.
Dynasty download. There is one thing I want to talk about before we break down a little bit of the rookie draft, and that is a trade I did with Frank that happened
Yeah.
about a day before the rookie draft. I just want to know your thoughts because I've been pretty open about how I feel about this. Here's the trade. I traded away Joe Flacco, which that really hurts to lose him. Kyle Pitts and George Pickens, and in return got Hollywood Brown, Sam Laporta, and a third next year. Next year. So my thoughts here are Sam Laporta was the tight end 1. Kyle Pitts has really been the vein of my existence for the last 3 seasons, and I kind of went all in. I had really no picks over the next couple of years, unless you count my 2027 picks. And Kyle Pitts hasn't really finished even in the top 10 of tight ends. So even with that inclusion of Kirk Cousins and a possible good QB play, I'm not willing to take the risk. I'd rather take a guy who I think at worst finished tight end 5 on a high-powered offense in Detroit. I think it hurts to lose Pickens a little bit because he really was showing some good spurts of talent and fantasy production. But I'm going to take a guy who has Jared Goff, who just got paid, and Patrick Mahomes at QB for the chance that he's solid as his wide receiver with Rashee Rice in prison.
Yeah, nobody here is against you taking this trade. I
Okay.
think Tyler would agree. Like, yeah, 100%. I'd rather have your side.
Yeah.
Frank made a terrible decision.
I think I would. I think this has the chance to age very poorly. I think George
Or-
Pickens is an upcoming superstar.
Do
Genuinely.
you?
Yeah.
I also think that. That's why
And I
that's
think the
why I
Steelers
defended
are going to
you
get
like
it together, man. I really do.
I see your argument on his talent. I don't think he has the. I think he's one of those Antonio Brown archetypes. Which
Well,
I
he's
mean,
in a good spot.
who's
then.
going to say no to Antonio?
I was going
Brown
to say
today?
Antonio Brown was fucking phenomenal for fantasy, but I don't know. Just Hollywood Brown, I love the idea of him on the Chiefs, but
I don't
there
think
has
it's
not
there.
been a wide receiver for Patrick Mahomes in recent memory other than Tyreek Hill, who was like an absolute freak and would just bust wide
Yeah.
open in zone defense. That has
Well,
actually been legitimately good
He's
for
a
fantasy.
freak. Yeah.
if you look
can't-
at my
But
one
I
thing about
still-
Hollywood Brown is when he's healthy, he hasn't been healthy the last year and a half. He's really fast. I'm not saying he's Tyreek Hill, but if he's healthy, he can break open and get some really, really good targets from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I think he's a great guy for you to have. I think that your side is better. Like I mean, Joe Flacco, what the fuck? I don't know why anyone would target him, period. But
It's because he has Anthony Richardson. He's Anthony Richardson.
I guess, sure.
That's why. That was the
and then
logic
Kyle
behind it.
Pitts, I was trying to trade for him So like no complaints there. Like it's good. And George Pickens, sure. I just think he could have gotten more from you. Like I think that this deal would have still been fair if you take out like that third and you give him a third or something. Like I still would want your side even if you take out that third.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I was able to
I don't
use that third for another trade that we'll talk about later on here. But yeah, no, I'm happy with it. I look at my team. I'm pretty confident for the most part, but then I look at your teams and the writing's kind of on the wall. But
I can't
anyway.
wait for when we all suck.
It's gonna be a while, man. It's gonna be a while at least.
A long
in
time.
terms of the timeline of this podcast, because we're gonna be talking about football every week coming up here. But yeah, I'm kind of with Tyler though. I honestly do think that over time, Frank does have the better side of this deal, which makes sense for him because he's a younger team. So yeah, not sad to see Pitts go, but I'm kind of sad to see George Pickens go because I like that guy. But anyway,
might be your only good rookie pick ever in a draft.
Dude, John,
the 112 that year.
You literally could have had 3 first-round picks for Kyle Pitts.
I wonder what those picks were and what they turned into.
They were
really go back and see what they were, but
they were 2023. So
then, yeah, I mean, they probably would have been like it would. One of them was Garrett Wilson because you drafted him, so it would have been him.
No, it wasn't.
At like 107.
It was maybe they were this year's picks. They were the ones I gave to Max, so I think they must have been this year's picks.
That's probably why I didn't take it because it was so far out, and I was like, nah.
Well, and also like those Max pick only gets so valuable if Mac has it in tanks like he did.
Right.
Like that was part of the whole thing. That's why when I was trading with Logan to get his first round pick, that's why I was like so aggressive on getting it and gave up Deontay Johnson, which great call by me.
Yeah, he wasn't. He had like 1 or 2 good games and then just dropped off, and then now he's with the Panthers.
No,
so
yeah, zero interest in having Deontay Johnson with fucking Bryce Young throwing in the ball.
It's not great to have Pittsburgh wide receivers after they leave Pittsburgh either.
Yeah, they're either crazy or shitty.
Yeah, Juju, Antonio Brown.
What other trades? What other trades you got to blow yourself about?
No other trades to blow myself about. But I did want to talk about just kind of touch on the rookie draft here because we had a long draft or a slow draft, 24 hours per pick. It was the first time we tried that. And I thought it was pretty freaking awesome.
Shout out to Ben for the idea.
Yeah, that was way better. We're never doing it any other way.
Yeah, I think it's super fun, especially for a rookie draft. I mean, honestly, any draft, I like the idea of doing a live draft where like everybody's there and kind of shooting the shit the whole time. But this one, it does, especially this one, I feel like takes a lot of thought and like maybe you do want to trade around, maybe you want to trade back and see who's there if you know who might fall to you. But it was cool. It was like 3 or 4 days for the duration of this thing, but I think we had 9 trades throughout the draft.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 9 trades and 7 of them were had Ben involved, which was crazy. So yeah, Ben, he ended up with. Let's talk about him first because he ended up with 5 running backs and the final 5 picks in the draft. Got Jonathan Brooks, the number 1.
He had a great draft for what he needed. Like he picked up 5 RBs. Like one of those guys has to hit. I mean, Jonathan Brooks, I think
he actually picked up 7 because I did a trade with him and he got Chuba and Miles Sanders in addition.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I see what you're saying, but like that's just locking up the Carolina backfield. One of those other guys I feel like should hit. I mean, and then dude, getting Penix. Like, I don't know. I'm not huge on him because of the whole situation, but he has Penix and Bo Nix. Like one of those guys.
Michael Penis.
Michael Penis.
Penis Jr.
Yeah.
No one's ever said that before.
It's a good one, John. Yeah, I mean, I like how his draft went. I mean, the only draft I like more is Max pick. So
yeah, Mac is the real heavy hitter though. Mac,
I mean, he had crazy. He had a crazy draft.
5 first-round picks. The first 2 picks.
I want to beat up Dane for letting him get Williams.
Like Caleb Williams. Oh, because Dane took Coleman. Yeah, I mean,
Keon Coleman, cool, yes, great on the Bills, but like take Caleb Williams and stash him. Like that's such a loony pick to me. Like Keon Coleman could be very good, but he also could be nothing. And Caleb Williams is Caleb Williams. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That one's silly to me. Like I'm much more of a proponent. I'm like, take best available unless you address like a really specific need. And I don't think he needed wide receivers that bad.
No, he's got very solid. He's got Devonta
his are
Smith
fine.
and DJ Moore. Like he's got some good young
and
options.
then he's got like Amari Cooper, who is perennial like 8 to 1,000, no matter what. So
yeah. I agree.
I don't know. I don't understand that pick, but
I don't think Dane knows what he's doing because he was well, not that he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't, but he doesn't know what strategy he wants to take because he was trying to sell his older guys and get younger, and now
I
he's
have
like,
made
I don't
him.
know.
I have made him offer after offer where I'm like, give me your old guys. I will give you all the picks I have. Like this, like I was like, I will leave you Devonta Smith. Like I will leave you guys that you can build around.
You're trying to take Amari Cooper.
I mean, I'm trying
James
to take
Conner.
anybody he's got old. Like, no, I don't want James Conner, not now. But and yeah, even before I got Tua, I was trying to get Dak off him. You know, yeah.
He's a tough one. I've traded with him a few times, but he can be a little tricky, and he only responds on the weekends because he works like
So wait,
at
did any of us?
prison or something?
He's a police officer.
He's a police officer. Yeah.
Did anybody else draft a player other than me?
I did. Yeah, I drafted one player. Tyler had no picks, and he didn't trade it.
0 picks and didn't need them.
I had no picks, but I did trade in because there was a guy that was falling that I liked.
Yes, Jake, you picked Troy Franklin, which I'm going to play a few highlights as we talk about him, but from Oregon.
Broke a bunch of records at Oregon. He's staying with his quarterback, which I really like. He was projected to go as a day 1, day 2 pick until he got sick before the combine, and then he dropped. For a 3rd round pick, and I think I traded away like nothing to get it. Ultimately, I think I traded away a 2nd in 2026. Like I'll take that shot right now, because you know it's good to have another young wide receiver. Like I think his upside is massive. I mean, it's a huge risk play. That's really what it is for me. I'm like, okay, I'll take a 2nd round risk on this guy.
Oh wow, I think the best thing about him is his situation, like QB TBD. But
I mean,
with Cortland Sutton being the only guy there, really,
that's what I'm saying. They love Bo Nix there.
Sean Payton does, at least.
Sean Payton loves Bo Nix, and you know what? I have enough faith in Sean Payton to at least be like, all right, let's take a shot on a guy you love and his wide receiver that he loves. Like, Franklin was his guy. They broke records there together. Like that chemistry, hopefully, should carry over.
It worked out for Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. When you bring these guys who have been together in college for 3-4 years,
let's not call Bo Nix and Troy Franklin Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a little overblown, but
I do see what you're saying, and I do love that you're saying it.
No, I like it too because I wasn't targeting him in this draft, but I did target him. Did I draft him in our other? I think I drafted him in our other league. I can't remember.
I did draft him in one other league. Yeah, I think he's a good.
Didn't I tell you to draft him
pick.
because we were at the race and you were doing your slow draft for your other dynasty league?
Yes, and
oh no, I didn't draft him. I got Corley instead. Malike Corley.
Malachi
Corley. Yeah.
Malik.
I don't know names. But yeah, Jake got him, and I got Blake Corum. And it's funny
because not excited at all.
Me and Tyler were
brother.
I was pretty hyped on Blake Corum, and then I was like, dude, look at these highlights, and he was like, dude, he's slow as fuck.
Yeah, he looks like Najee Harris.
Shut the fuck up! Don't say that. Look
at that. No one's moving on the field.
He's got good vision, but I don't know, man. I'm a Michigan fan.
Who is that team?
I don't want anybody that's coming out of Michigan this year.
That's not Nebraska. That's somebody else. What was that?
I was like,
to be fair, Jake's guy was playing Portland State. Like, dude, obviously he's gonna look good against them. That's Penn State. They have a great defense. Look at him bounce off and keep going. Look at that.
I like Blake Corum. I just not for a first.
I didn't spend a first on him.
What'd you get? An early second?
So what I gave away was Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard, and 2/3 for the 203 that I ended up drafting him with. Might have been a little bit of an overpay, but I didn't need those
don't
guys
know.
anymore.
Yeah,
I
think
traded
it's
them.
fine.
Traded them
don't-
to
I
the
don't-
team. They got Jonathan Brooks. So
It's not even a big, like, I don't know. It's a nothing trade to me. Like, it's a good upside. I like his upside. I think that there are guys who have done it in the NFL that aren't the speediest. Like, genuinely,
He is not fast. He cannot outrun the secondary. It is in almost every highlight in this video of him getting caught up to by a linebacker sometimes.
Yeah.
And some
I
of
mean,
these hits he's bouncing off of are because of shitty college tackling. Like, look at that. You're telling me in the
Michigan
NFL,
State.
3 guys are going to miss you?
any one of those guys takes him down there. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I mean, it's a homer pick. I'm a Michigan fan. I would love to see him succeed, but
I think he's got. I like his upside too. That's why I was targeting him throughout the draft. I probably sent 10, 15 offers to Ben, and we finally settled on whatever we settled on where I ended up getting him. But I just want somebody else on my team that's young. I knew that Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders. I don't want them. Like, it's wasting roster space. I would rather offload them at the only time that I could to get some value, and I was able to do that and get Blake Corum out of it. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. In terms of anything else in the draft, maybe I want to look at Frank real quick. Frank here. He got Malik Neighbors. I thought he had more picks than this. I guess not. Oh, that's Troy. No, that's Frank. Frank had Neighbors. He got Coleman. Well, you should be mad at Frank, not Dane, because Frank drafted.
oh, you're right.
Coleman.
Frank took that. Yeah, Frank had that pick. Yeah, I am mad at Frank because Frank should have taken. Look, he's not going to be competitive this year. If you need to take the best available and then trade that out. Like, he could have taken that and then started trading with Mac or started trading with Logan. Like,
It's true. Yeah.
look, I don't know. It's to me that's a bad strategy. I hate ragging on Frank. I love Frank. Frank might be my favorite person in the league.
I thought you were gonna say in the world.
Mm.
Top 10.
Frank's
Top 10.
pretty awesome. He's up there, but like, I do have a fiance. So
Well, I'm not saying you have to be in love with him, but as a human being, you can really appreciate somebody.
yeah,
I love Frank. Frank's a great guy.
yeah. I mean,
He's
Benson-
trying. He's
Benson's
messaged me so
nice.
many times. He's like, I'm trying so hard to understand this Dynasty thing. I love it. I love playing Dynasty in the off season, but I just made some bad moves. I'm like, it's okay, man.
I'm gonna stop ragging on him. That makes you feel so bad. I feel really upset now.
I feel more upset that John just
feel
put him on
really
blast
upset.
like that after talking to him in confidence about how he feels about Dynasty.
Mean.
What the fuck?
He's
John?
great. No,
Jesus.
but me and him make like I genuinely think that with time, Pitts and Pickens will age better for him. Truly.
Yeah,
I mean
I
that.
don't
I
know.
genuinely mean that, and I've said
I
that
like the
multiple
Drake
times,
May
but
pick. A lot
don't.
of people tried to get, like, a lot of NFL teams tried to trade up to get Drake May.
Yep.
And
True.
so I like that. I like to hear that. I mean, I don't think it's this year for sure.
Yeah.
But next year, 2 years from now could be really solid. I just don't understand why the fuck you're going to draft Drake May later on and draft Coleman when, like, that's
When you
what
could have
doesn't
had
make
Caleb Williams and take Blake Corum. I mean, you could have. I don't know.
I mean, you could have taken a lot of guys there. I would have taken Franklin there, late second.
That would have been early second.
Oh,
but
early second.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah. Corum was
Maybe
That's kind of
Leggett.
the dead zone in this draft, I think. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
I actually
Corum's
like
probably
the
would've been
late second more than the early second. Other than Corum, I
yeah,
like those.
that's
like,
kind of what I'm saying.
Corley, Polk, Burton. I don't know.
Much
Yeah.
better value.
Anyway, yeah, that's unless there's anything else dynasty wise you guys feel like you want to touch on. Let me look here.
Nothing on my
No.
end.
I wanted
good.
to add too that Mac got the stack with Caleb Williams and Roma Duns.
Yeah, I just
Dunze.
don't know. I don't know how you look at the draft board and go, let's get him. Let's let him get him.
Yeah, I think it's interesting he took Rome over Malik Neighbors though.
I don't want any part of the Giants. Fuck
I-
that. That's
yeah,
a dead zone.
Which I can understand. I get. I just think
think-
Neighbors was a better prospect, but I understand. I
Sure.
know what you mean.
Dude, I think Jesus Christ could play wide receiver for them, and they would suck. Like,
The Giant, yeah, I don't know.
you
And
could
then-
give them a time machine and fucking Jerry Rice in his prime, and it would still be a bad situation. I don't want a Giant. I'm all set. I'm so glad that Saquon Barkley is not a Giant this year.
I think they're the team that could compete with being worse than the Patriots. Truly,
Yeah.
I think the Giants with
I
the
mean-
101 next year. I think that's more likely than the Patriots.
Did you hear about the deal Neighbors had with what's it, the quarterback that went to the Commanders? I'm spacing on his name.
Was that Daniels?
Yep, Daniels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniels.
Daniels. Like
Okay.
10K on who's going to be rookie of the year.
Oh.
Pulled back on the deal first week, right after he practiced with Daniel Jones.
That's so funny.
Sad. Oh my god!
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
That can't be
hilarious.
true. That's got to be some Twitter shit.
I don't know.
No
Maybe
way.
it's rumors, but that's hilarious, and I like that. That's so
That-
funny.
It's a great
terrible.
joke, even if
Yeah.
it's not true.
Wow.
All right, what do you got else? What do you got next for us, John?
Well, next I have a fantasy fight.
Produce me a show, producer. Make
Yeah.
me content.
Get me in the fucking ring.
Next, I got a fucking fantasy fight for you boys. Getting right to it. Getting right through this podcast. But yeah, for those of you guys who don't know. Oh, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Audio fixed. Okay.
Yep.
For those of you guys who don't know, let's hit the drop real quick because that's crazy that I didn't do that yet. Fantasy.
Very good. Very good.
Where the fuck is it?
Cool.
So good. This production, immaculate.
Ready, and
Fantasy fights.
fantasy fights. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, this is the segment where two dudes will try and guess. That's fantasy fight. That's who's that fantasy dude. This is the segment where two dudes will
Lord.
Oh no!
one another in a battle where the goal is to form the most enticing argument. Dudes will be given each round. Dudes will be given a prompt from the unbiased moderator, me. They will have a 1-minute opening statement where they are not allowed to mention the opponent's choice, a 30-second rebuttal, and a 30-second closing statement. First dude to 2 points will win the fantasy fight. If the fight is tied and I can't decide after the third prompt, we will have a 3-question lightning round where I will declare a winner.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we are allowed
Okay.
to research in this one.
You're allowed anything. Well, yeah. No, yes. That's how fantasy fights work. Yeah.
Oh, good. I can get off my Neil deGrasse Tyson young pictures.
No, you have to keep that up, actually. Sorry.
Okay. All right. What's our first prompt? What do we
I'm
what do we
pulling up
gotta
my
argue
notes
about?
real quick because I have the prompts ready to go. Fantasy fights. Okay. All right. So your first prompt is, I'm going to go ahead and write it in the banner here. So it's just here. And you don't have
And
to
we
ask me.
we each get a minute, right, to prepare. That's the deal.
If you want, yeah, I'll give you a minute to prepare.
Okay. I thought that was the deal. Was like we have a set amount of time to prepare.
Okay. So I'll say it while I'm writing it out, and then it'll pop up on the screen. But your first prompt, actually, we have to flip a coin to see who goes first.
Ooh.
And instead of a coin, we're gonna have there's something about Mary on Blu-ray.
Jesus Christ. Why was that in reach? Why did you
Hey,
have that?
Because I do a movie podcast as well, and this is how we flip
Right.
coins with this Blu-ray I got from Goodwill. Anyway,
They need to do this at the Super Bowl.
because
Bizarre.
Jake has his camera, we'll let him pick the heads or tails.
I want
that's
the
fair.
cover.
You
Actually,
want
no, I want the back. I want the back.
You
I
want
think
the
there's more
back?
weight on that side.
Okay, you want the back? Cameron Diaz is in this movie for those of you guys on.
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I've seen what.
Anyways, it says it's outrageous from People Magazine. Okay, here we go. You said tails. It is tails, Jake.
God, cheater.
Yes.
He knows physics. That's not
It
fair.
is tails. And it was a really good flip, by the way. Would you like to go first or second, Jake?
Second.
Wow, Jake decided to go second, which is technically an advantage, but here we go.
You fool. You think it's an
Um,
advantage. You just wait.
All right.
It's an advantage. It's definitely an advantage.
It's definitely a slight
I love
advantage,
hearing
but
it. I
you know
love
that's why we
hearing
do
the
it. Okay, I have the question ready. Your first prompt is: which NFL team that didn't make the playoffs last year has the best chance of winning the Super Bowl in 2024? I would go ahead and look up the playoff bracket last year. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I really
Yep, I got it.
struggling. Jesus, that was quick.
Let's see. Oh yeah, is this it?
Tyler, you're gonna have a tough time
That's
arguing
not right.
against.
That's not right.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. That's about the only fucking team I could think of, and I didn't type
I
it out
mean,
fast enough.
Oh, okay.
Make an argument for.
Jake has gone with
Oh, boy.
the Bengals.
Oh boy.
And as you guys know, the rules are whoever says it first, that they can take that.
I love that rule. I like being fast and mean.
Yep. That's the game. Some people don't like that rule. Tyler, have
Some people
you
are wrong.
decided who you'd like to choose?
No, I've not.
Okay, well, you have
Um,
40 seconds.
good lord. This is tragic, man.
Let's see the teams available. I have the teams that were in the playoffs. It's hard to find the teams.
I
that
have
were
the ones
not.
that were not. So you got the Bengals, obviously, the Jags, Chargers, Jets, Seahawks, Saints, Colts, Bears. There's an argument to be made there. Raiders, Vikings, Cardinals, Broncos, Titans, Giants, Falcons, Commanders, and the New England Patriots. Ranked in
Yeah.
Oh,
order
imagine
of
Tyler
likelihood.
fucking chose the Patriots. That'd be crazy.
That'd be hilarious.
Tyler's argument would have to be like, I think that somebody is going to kill the rest of the NFL teams.
I think something horrible is going to happen to the rest of the NFL, and New England's going to be
And
the
I'm
only
gonna
team
cause it.
left. And I'm going to be the mastermind behind it.
New England is going to be in the air in their jet while like the entirety of America burns down.
You know what? I wouldn't care.
Yeah, well,
oh,
World
okay,
War III
no,
happens.
that'd be fine.
Yeah.
With their 6 Super Bowls on the tail wing. Oh, Tyler, I
Yeah.
think you commented.
All right,
With,
let's
with
get it. I'm gonna
Bears.
knock your block off.
wow, 2 animal teams. I wonder if that's going to factor into the argument.
No, because we're not stupid.
All right, Jake with the Bengals, Tyler with the Bears. Let me go ahead and get a
B-boys.
timer on my phone. I'm not going to show the timer on the screen because I don't want it to stress you guys out. I'm just going to have it here.
Oh,
Okay, timer. 1 minute. Sorry, everybody. It's taking me a second. Yeah, Tyler, whenever you are ready, you can make your opening argument for which NFL team that didn't make the playoffs last year has the best chance of winning the Super Bowl in 2024. Whenever you're ready, I will start the timer.
Give me just a moment here.
Shit, I got to take notes too on your points because I can't. My brain doesn't remember like Tyler does.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, whenever you all right, you ready? Whenever you start talking.
All right, I'm ready. Whenever I start talking.
Yep.
I'm going to start talking. All right.
Okay.
So, Chicago Bears have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever, and that is stealing the first overall pick from the Panthers and turning it into a Super Bowl in the form of Caleb Williams. They've already built around him. Keenan Allen is maybe one of the best route runners in the history of the league. They've also paired him up with DJ Moore, who was electric last year, which was pretty unexpected, and Roma Duns, who is, top 3 wide receiver prospect. And having Caleb Williams, Rome on their rookie deals, they also have DeAndre Swift at running back. They have a chance to make a ton of moves come before the trade deadline to really beef up at any position they want to because they don't have to worry about cap. The Bears also have the 4th easiest schedule in the NFL this year, with their opponent's win rate of under 500, well under 500, 0.46. And freshening things up can be really great for a team. We saw how well the Texans performed last year.
That's time. All right.
all right. I'm ready. I'm ready
Opening
whenever you
statement
are.
From Tyler. Okay. Jake with the Bengals. Whenever you are ready.
All right. So the Bengals made the Super Bowl in 2022 where they narrowly lost to the Rams, a team that had Aaron Donald and had a crazy offense. A team that's that competitive, that was still competitive at the beginning of last season, that loses their star quarterback. Of course, they're not going to make the playoffs. But this year is new. They're back. Everyone's healthy. They've made some additions. They're going to be better than they even were in 2022. Tyler's primary argument is really built around, like Caleb Williams going to do it, Rome's going to do it. Okay, those are 2 rookies. We don't know how they compete at the NFL level. And
Let's
his
not
other
mention
argument,
the Bears in your opener.
Okay,
I'll give you 5 extra seconds, but don't mention the Bears.
Okay, all right, let me go. So the Bengals have made no major changes that would put them worse than they were when they already made a Super Bowl and only narrowly lost to a team that had one of the best defensive players to ever play at his position, arguably the best, and Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, a really high-powered offense.
I'll give you 5 more seconds.
I mean, I think all I need to say with my 5 seconds is that Joe Burrow is back and healthy, Jamar Chase is back and healthy, T. Higgins is still in the house, and Joe Mixon is no longer there.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So Tyler, I'll give you your 30-second rebuttal whenever you are ready.
All right, ready to go.
All right, go for it.
When you Google the Bengals improvements in 2024, the first thing that comes up is the new club seats they're installing early June. The Bengals have done absolutely nothing to improve their team. Joe Burrow is coming off another injury yet again, and they just don't have what it takes to compete at a high level that we've seen over the last 3 years. They're working against the cap. T. Higgins might leave. Everything is going wrong for that team. The Bears have a fresh start. They're looking to just absolutely build around Caleb Williams. He has shown and proven that he is good at football. It will translate to the NFL.
That's time. All right. Jake, 1 second. Let me fix this timer. I'm just going to tell you it's time. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start.
All right, ready? Tyler's speaking hypotheticals. I'm speaking facts. They have made a Super Bowl, and Tyler just said it himself. There's no notable changes. Nothing serious has happened from when they made the Super Bowl. It's a wrist ligament injury that is not going to affect them because it happened in week 10 last year. He's going to be fully healed up. Again, Tyler is speaking purely in hypotheticals, talking about a rookie quarterback, a rookie wide receiver, and then an old busted wide receiver who got traded away. That's not going to cut it when it comes to making the Super Bowl. A rookie QB has never made a Super Bowl, let alone won a Super Bowl. They are going to absolutely flounder when it comes to the playoffs because they're rookies.
That's time. Whew. Okay. All right. We're going into Tyler, your closing argument. In 1 second.
Closing argument is also 30. Is that correct?
30 seconds. Yep.
Okay.
30-second closer whenever you're ready.
The Bears do not have to work against the cap. They can make trades late in the season to improve their team and fulfill the needs that they have. If Jake can name one player on the Bengals defense other than Trey Hendrickson, I will just give you this argument because the Bengals have not made any improvements. The reason they got to the Super Bowl was because they didn't have to work against the cap, just like the Bears have the opportunity to do this year. Caleb Williams is going to be a baller, and they put tons of talent around him.
Okay, with 3 seconds to spare, that is time. Is somebody opening doors over and over again?
That's the extremely squeaky chair I'm sitting in. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was getting picked up.
Yeah. It's okay. I wasn't sure if I didn't want to be like, hey, Gabby, be quiet.
Just scream at me next time.
You're all good, dude. Jake, whenever you're ready for your closer.
1 second, I'm just writing it out.
You writing a script like I did for
This man is typing out his argument. God damn.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, this guy's here to win tonight.
1 second. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, you are comparing what is essentially a brand new team to a team that made the Super Bowl nearly only 2 years ago, and they narrowly lost. Last year, they lost their QB, and they still came in with over 50% wins. That is not the case for the Bears. For the Bengals, I don't care about the defense because their offense is so high-powered, and all they did this offseason was add great O-line pieces. They've got Trent. They have Orlando Brown Jr., both guys who have done it at the highest level. These are some of the best O-line guys you can get right now.
Okay. Awesome. Great opening arguments, rebuttals, and closing arguments from both you guys. You really put me in a tough spot, as usual. I do not like being in this position, but I also don't love your position either.
You fucking love it. You both love
positions
judging.
are really stressful. Because I want everybody to win, and you're all winners to me.
You're all winners to me.
I love you guys. Oh man. Okay. So Jake or Tyler, you had your first opening argument, and you started by saying that you think the Bears could go from worst to first, essentially, which that's a tough argument to start out with, but that is the one you chose. I mean, but they did add Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze and DeAndre Swift. Like, they're going all out. They are absolutely trying. And they can make a lot of big moves with their cap space, which is definitely possible. And they have an easy schedule. So good points. And Jake, I liked your points about how the Bengals were just in a Super Bowl. They barely lost to a team that had an incredible defense and probably the best offense of that season. And the only reason why they didn't make the playoffs is because Joe Burrow got hurt. So really solid points there. And then Tyler came back saying, that, Caleb Williams is really good at football, which I don't know. Maybe he is. That could be a good argument. We'll see about that. But man, I think the argument that really swayed me here is Jake basically saying that Tyler is working off hypotheticals here, which I think is possible because Jake really did stick to the facts for the most part with his argument, kind of saying how, like the Bengals came super close. Like they almost did it with the team that they had, and not a lot has changed. That Tyler Boyd's gone. He didn't even mention that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. They still technically have T. Higgins right now. He could get traded, but that hasn't happened yet. So as of right now,
contract, but
as of right now, I do think that Jake was able to sway me with just more facts versus hypotheticals. So,
I mean, I think you ask anybody, everybody said, like, even Tyler right now would say, like, yeah, Bengals have a way better shot than Bears.
I don't think the Bengals will ever go back to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow.
Whoa.
That's crazy. I'll take that water bet.
I'll take that water bet all day.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
That will never happen.
Wow.
Those
Write it down.
I mean, we can't pay up for this until Joe Burrow's out of the league.
Only a player on defense, Jake, other than Ray Hendrick.
I don't need to name another player.
You're like, I don't care about defense because the offense is so good. That worked out great for them in the first Super Bowl.
So they lost by 3 points.
It was a really close game, Tyler. I think if one play ended up different, if Aaron Donald didn't sack Joe Burrow right there at the end of the game, I think they win. So,
they were just fucking loaded, man. They had everybody on rookie deals. That's the only reason they got there.
But they still have. I mean, they don't have Joe Mixon, but like he wasn't the reason why they won games that year.
Joe Mixon got the ball a lot, man. I don't know.
I don't see it being a major change, and all that. Like I said, they cranked up their O line, dude. I mean, you got Trent, Trent Brown? You've got Orlando Brown Jr. Like, those are some great ads.
You did say that too. They did improve their offensive line quite a bit.
I mean, look, I'm a Ravens fan telling you right now, Bengals are a dangerous team.
I'm not saying they're bad. Super Bowl is a lot, man.
I mean, I'll take this deal right now with you if you want to do like who makes it. Let's call it a wash if both make the playoffs. But if one makes the playoffs and the other doesn't, I'll take that water bet with you right now.
Okay, done. Let's do it.
All right.
Those fantasy dudes water bet.
That's a better bet. That's a more realistic bet right now.
Yeah.
If you wanna go double or nothing later on, go for it. Yeah. Okay. If Joe Burrow never makes another Super Bowl, that's a bucket of water.
Yeah, I mean,
that should be something crazy. I should be able to hit you with a car or something.
Car crash.
Sure, yeah, deal. I'll get a bucket of water. You can hit me with a car.
That's amazing. Okay, Jake up 1-0. Jake up 1-0 right now. I think he handily had that argument. I just think the Bears, that's a tough hill to climb right now without seeing what they can do. I think in theory they can be really good, but then we thought that Russell Wilson would be good with his team in Denver. So
true.
Anyway, okay. Question number 2. Which one do I want to go with? This might be for the content, but I'm going to make it fun here.
I like it.
Let me copy and paste this one. Jake might complain and say this is in Tyler's favor, but it's all about the argument.
It is.
It's all about the argument. This is your question, everybody. Which NFL mascot would make the best Fortnite skin?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what? Again, it's all about the argument, guys. You got this.
Oh, there's so many good options.
Right? Seriously. I was thinking that today. I'm like, oh my God, I would love to buy that skin for $10. Oh. Okay, Jake has responded and said Steely McBeam. Steely McBeam again. This
Steely
is
McBeam back on the good bit.
didn't
was
I
the good bit.
vote? Wasn't that my
baby.
choice for like who would win in a fight or something? Or like
Yeah, I've actually got some pretty good arguments for this. I think.
okay, Jake's going with Steely McBeam. That's amazing. Okay. And Tyler going with Brownie the Elf. Oh, interesting. Okay. Brownie the Elf from the Cleveland Browns, which is their official logo now, I think, right?
Fan voted, yeah, and it was how they painted their home field,
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah.
believe. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Steely McBeam versus Brownie the Elf. Jake, you are going to start us off this time with your 1 minute opening argument whenever you are ready.
All right, inarguably, Steely McBeam is a top tier mascot. Like the Steelers suck, and I hate them for so many different reasons. But it is impossible to hate Steely McBeam. He is a hardworking, real American. He built Pittsburgh, and I think ultimately the things you have to break down in this argument too are what's the back bling going to be like? What is the pickaxe going to be like? I think he swings around a steel girder. I think that's a no brainer. That's awesome. His back bling's a welding rig, and you could have the torch going off in the back. That's super cool. Everyone would want that. And ultimately, like he's already kind of built like a Fortnite character. Like he's got, he looks comical. And who doesn't want to play a hardworking, real American with some cool ass back bling and swinging around a steel girder? Can you imagine beating Brownie the Elf to death with a steel girder? Come on. That's really the dream of Fortnite, right?
That's time.
Beating up other characters with a steel girder.
Okay. Imagine beating Brownie to death. Yeah, that's
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here.
This is the Those Fantasy Dudes podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, for your opening argument on Brownie the Elf. When you are ready.
All right. So, we all know and love Fortnite as a game of fuckable skins. And I would just like to say the amount of fuckable skins out there, there is a good variety, but we need to expand our horizons. That beyond the human form, beyond furries even. And enter Brownie the Elf. Brownie the Elf could be the most fuckable elf in Fortnite, which I think goes a long way in the pedigree of the skin. Now, the most important thing here is that Brownie the Elf is a winner. When the Browns won the Super Bowl in 1964, Brownie the Elf was actually commonly depicted with a victory crown, much like in Fortnite. So he is truly goated in the sense of Fortnite and the W's. As for a pickaxe, he wouldn't have a pickaxe. He would just beat people with his fists.
All right, that's time.
Bloody pulp.
Okay. Wow, that is. I don't know if all of that's factual, but it certainly was a interesting argument. Jake, whenever you're ready for your 30-second rebuttal, feel free to begin.
All right. Tyler's got a bizarre argument about wanting to fuck a male elf. That's actually weird. And I don't really think I have to touch too much on that to win that piece of this. I just don't want to fuck Steely McBeam. The other part of that is he was saying, oh, he was depicted with a crown back in the 60s. Yeah, right before they got rid of him, where Art Modell literally said, my first act as the owner of the Browns will be to get rid of that little fucker. Literally said that about Brownie the Elf. So I don't know. The hate kind of runs deep in the organization. And
that's time.
Some good points. I don't know.
Yeah. What did you say? His first act was to.
Okay, so the official quote is, my first official act as the owner, Modell told newspaper reporters at the time, will be to get rid of that little fucker.
Okay. And here he is. Is Art Modell dead now?
I don't know.
Because maybe that's why they brought him back. Okay. Tyler, with your 30-second rebuttal, whenever you are ready, sir.
So Art Modell may have said that he was going to get rid of that little fucker, but they stuck by Brownie the Elf. They said that if the Browns won, the Elf was all proud, or whatever. If the Browns lost, he looked like he'd been beaten up in a fight. Now, Brownie the Elf is a tough motherfucker, and he can hang in there with the best of them. Steely McBeam has some competition in Fortnite skins with Farmer Steel, who is eerily similar and kind of has the Steel vibe going on. Brownie the Elf is a one of one. He's original, and the people would love him. We need more fuckable elves.
That is time. Okay. Jake, you can give me your closing argument whenever you're ready.
All right. So ultimately, Tyler's talking about fuckable elves. I didn't want to have to make this argument, but there are other real female humans dressed as elves that are already Fortnite skins. So if you want a fuckable elf, it already exists. You don't need Brownie the Elf. Art Modell made the right choice when he said, let's get rid of this little fucker. He needs to go, and we need Steely McBeam in. Tyler didn't say one thing about back bling. He didn't say one thing about pickaxes. There's zero creativity in his argument. You know what Steely Beams has got? Fucking loads of creativity because he's a true American, and he needs to be in Fortnite now.
All right. Wow. True American. All right, Tyler, for your closing argument, whenever you're ready, you better talk about back bling here.
Oh, fuck. I hate this.
What I need to, all right, listen. For you to
No,
win
he
this,
needs to he can't stall so we can come up with better shit.
No. For him to win this, I need a very strong argument about what is his back bling and what is his pickaxe. Because that's
Don't fucking prompt him.
No, it's important.
Let him do his thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to win because you gave him the keys to the kingdom. So, well, you're going to have to tell me this if you want to win.
Well, he wouldn't win the fight overall, but anyway.
Okay.
Tyler, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Brownie the Elf's back bling would be the little tiny dog. That's the mascot now because Brownie carries the franchise. The people love Brownie. They voted him to be on the field, Jake. Brownies date back to ancient folklore times. They're little guys that help you out with chores as long as you left them little goodies. Brownie's out there foraging for all the goodies in Fortnite, dude. There's little produce boxes. He's eating all those little treats and such. He's getting all buff, and he's ready to fucking hit.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, man. Oh, this is so tough, man. Just really strong choices overall. I think with Steely McBeam, Brownie the Elf, like I could see both of them as Fortnite skins. I would buy them both in a combo pack right now.
How did you just say Steely McBeam with a straight face?
It's it because this isn't the first time we've talked about him.
Yeah, Steely McBeam. It's a real good choice.
He's a really. I think I lost that argument to Pat Pirate or whatever the fuck the Tampa Bay guy was.
Steely McBeam, man.
Yeah, really cool skin. He's not a skin right now, but he should be. It's impossible to hate the guy. You know, I agree, Jake. You know, he did build Pittsburgh. I like your choices for a pickaxe and back bling. I think those were really creative right off the cuff. Steel garter, and I forget what you said, but
he's holding a steel girder. It's not creative. He's just holding it.
Welding rig on his back, and the torch is going.
Oh, okay, so it's a reactive back bling. Yeah, no, I like that. I like.
Oh, he didn't say reactive. That's horse shit. You're leading him.
The torch is going. Run it back. Run the tape back.
Yeah, John just said it's reactive back.
No, but Jake doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, Jake doesn't know.
It's okay. Yeah, he's already built like a Fortnite skin again, and I imagine him beating Brownie the Elf to death is a fun thought. Tyler had an interesting argument when it came to fuckable skins, which is a very common conversation when we're in game chat together. We talk about furries. Sometimes we have themes of like, oh, what theme skin should we wear? Let's do furries. Let's do fuckable skins. So I get it. It's just the time we live in now. So his best argument to me, though, and I don't know if this is true, that when they won in 1964, he had a Vic Roy crown. Is that true?
This is true. I got to pull up the article again, but yes, it's true.
I don't within the rules of fantasy fights, you don't need to be completely factual. It could be a lie technically, but if that's true,
I fucking hate that.
It's a dumb rule. Maybe we eradicated it sometime. We'll talk to the board, but
I don't know. I don't want to bring back up the "I'll get rid of that little fucker" quote, but just saying.
And again, that was a really good response. Like, you guys really came at me with the research, which I appreciate. Art Modell even saying he wanted to get rid of that fucker. And, but Tyler, that team wanted the elf. They came back. They wanted the elf. And he did make a good argument saying there's a lot of steel worker or like farmer guy skins in Fortnite. So like, what's another one? Like, if you're not a football fan, maybe you won't appreciate it as much. And then Jake, a good counter with, there's a lot of other female elf skins that you would rather fuck versus Brownie the Elf.
That's not what I said. I didn't say I'd rather fuck him. I just said
No, he said that. He said that. I remember.
He said that, dude.
In the sake of the argument, I couldn't leave it open. So at the end, you're like, well, you didn't rebuttal that there are not any other fuckable elves.
Tyler, your base of your argument was that he was a fuckable skin, which is hilarious. But
that's everything. That's half of Fortnite, John. You know this.
For people our age, I don't think 13-year-olds who play Fortnite care if they're fuckable or not.
If I lose this because Tyler said he wants to fuck Brownie the Elf, I'm going to put a hole in my drywall.
Isn't your basement cement walls?
No, I got drywalls in this wall.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good for safety. Tyler, I like the idea of the dog. That's the back plane. Because he carries the team. That's very funny. But at the end of the day, Jake wins the argument. It was just better. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
The fuckable skin, as funny as that is, I love it.
Dude,
but
if I lost that fucking argument because Tyler was like, Brownie the Elf is pretty fuckable. We need more fuckable Brownie the Elf in the game.
That's so bad. I wanted to do it.
Put a dog on the elf. Put a dog on the elf.
Yeah, Jake wins. I'm sorry. Really good job, you guys.
I think where Tyler went wrong, honestly, was not like he should have come out hot with his the pickaxe and the back bling. I think where he could have beat me is like it could be sold in a combo with like, I don't know, if he had said like a football helmet. Like I could have said that too, but I couldn't figure out like for the glider. Like if he had come out with a glider, I think he could have taken it from me.
What would the glider be, Tyler? What would Brownie the Elf's glider be?
It would be a large
it's a hard one. I don't
Wouldn't
know
it be because it's Cleveland, which
it'd be his hat. It'd be his hat. He would take his hat off and use it like a big parachute.
It's like reactive, like. And Jake, for a reactive skin, like usually it would react when you kill somebody or when you take damage. So like, let's say Steel like McBeat, maybe his thing of steel like bends when he gets hurt or something.
Maybe I don't know. I couldn't figure out. I wanted to come up with something for the glider. I just couldn't figure out something that didn't sound dumb. And I would rather wait until Tyler said it and then come up with something than like bring it up and have him like be like, oh yeah, because the hat's fucking sick. If Tyler had said that, like I would. If he had not said Brownie the Elf was fuckable and had instead made a real argument and brought up a glider, I think he would win.
Shit.
Yeah, honestly, Brownie the Elf was a better choice. I think he could have won with it.
Brownie the Elf, he is definitely more fuckable. I mean, it depends on what you're into. But...
I also want to clarify, I wasn't lying about that quote. That is a real quote from Art.
That is a real quote. I found that. I was like, oh my God.
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Look at this. You're right about the Vic Roy crown, dude. He's wearing it on his fucking
head. I told you, bro. 1964.
That's insane. Look at him, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, I look at Brownie the Elf as more of a back bling for like maybe the Browns dog. Like if the Browns dog, because he's so little, I feel like you could carry him around as the dog. There's a lot of options here. I feel like there's a lot of money to be made.
The people want Brownie the Elf, dude. It's proven. The people want him.
Yeah, imagine he's in the Fortnite item shop like next week. I would lose my mind.
Oh my God, I'd be pissed. Give me my money.
If Brownie the Elf is in the shop, dude, I'll relinquish Jake's crown and you can win the fight.
I can't believe you looked at that and said he was fuckable. I don't know. Nobody wants to fuck anyone from Ohio.
Wow, Jake,
I should have said that.
All of our listeners are from Ohio.
It was the most. Everybody. It was the funniest to pick Brownie the Elf, but it was the most creatively bankrupt thing I could have picked. There's nothing about the color brown or Ohio or elves. Yeah. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I like his little sweatshirt.
I don't know. Sweatshirt. I don't know if my mind jumps to I want to fuck Brownie the Elf.
He has the belt buckle. That's his defining feature.
The hat, dude. Honestly, if you say hat glider, I'm in. Like
hat, yeah.
Look at his shoes, dude. They're like those don't have like any art.
They're like little mops.
It's also another factor I probably should hit on was that he's too small for the skin. I feel like you'd have to make him weird proportions.
Well, they were
Steely
able to turn
McBeam is
Optimus
the-
Prime into a skin, and he's huge. So like anything can
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, but
you
Optimus
know?
Prime is proportioned correctly. Brownie the Elf is an elf who's probably like 3 feet tall. So you're gonna make an
Yeah.
adult-sized male Brownie the Elf. He's just gonna look like a large teenager.
You would have had to do that.
Steely McBeam, where is also like an adult human being. Yeah.
Tyler, I
hey,
feel like I could Photoshop your face onto Brownie the Elf, and that
Tyler,
could
can you
be
be
like,
Brownie the Elf for Halloween this year?
oh my god,
That-
it'd be so
yeah.
We
good.
should all be mascots.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my God. Yes.
Jake, you have to
That
be
sounds
Steely McBeam. You
perfect.
have to.
I'll be Steely McBeam, even though I hate the Steelers.
Jake
look,
would make a
maybe there's
good Tampa Bay Pirate guy too.
Oh,
I could be Steely
fuck, I like
McBeam.
that better. You could
I
be,
could-
you could totally be Steely McBeam.
I could be Steely McBeam.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
make
do
like a foam beam and just carry it around
Yeah,
and grow my beard out like crazy long.
We
Just
should. Oh my
crazy.
god, we should come down to you for Halloween and do that.
I'm 100% down. We'll go out
That'd
to
be
the
so
bars
cool.
again. Have
Yeah.
a great old time. All right,
All
guys.
right.
Well, another incredible podcast. Talked about Brittany Mahomes. Talked about fucking Brownie the Elf. I can't really imagine anything better than that. If you made it this far, I do really appreciate it. Again, it's a monthly podcast until the season starts. So we'll probably see you guys mid-June. Don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll probably have another fantasy fight. Maybe we'll have another friend on the show. Tyler will have a camera by that point. But check us out on @ThoseFantasyDudes on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those beautiful things. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes podcast. Make sure to tune in next week and follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram.
Yeah.